Mama house and everything. Why this shit going on right now? This shit going on right now.
Damn. It's like grandma.
Oh, this is grandma. Grandma got hit.
I know it's not but yesterday.
They went to Gotti house too. Gotti mama house. I just got the information. She got the information. They just shot a prevay. Oh, they got the big man. That prevay. He's good right now. Right now.
She had the family, so he ain't gay.
Yeah.
She fought right now.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Ain't no with.
He gave him a shot.
They just killed that man grandma.
Killed dog grandma?
Yeah. That went on. These motherfuckers mine. They finna get in there.
Long live dog.
Let be dog.
The Memphis police chief is asking everyone to stay home tonight after rapper Young Dolph is gunned down and killed at a South Memphis cookie shop.
There will be extra police presence in many parts of the city that might have a connection to the popular rapper to make sure there is no more violence.
WREG's Melissa Moon begins our Team 3 coverage live from the crime scene on Airways, where police are still searching for evidence. Melissa?
Well, police have finally cleared this scene, but there are family members and fans here tonight. And as you can see behind me, they have boarded up the windows of this business that were damaged or shattered by gunfire. Police are asking for calm as they investigate this murder.
That was my man. Like, why y'all go take him with me?
An 11-year-old fan and aspiring rapper heartbroken over Young Dolph's death. Malik Woodoff says his son was going to be in a video with Dolph.
It's just the same thing, man. You know, it's a hard pill to swallow.
Lots of fans flooded Airways trying to get close to the crime scene. The crowd and cars at times too much for police. Police say Young Dolph was inside Makita's around 12:30 in the afternoon Wednesday when he was gunned down. Police Chief C.J. Davis says they are still talking to witnesses and checking cameras in the area that might have captured the crime, but couldn't say what the shooting was about.
Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., better known by his stage name Young Dolph, was a rapper and record executive. He was born in Chicago before his family relocating to Memphis. He first garnered mainstream attention for his guest appearance on OT Genesis' 2015 single Cut It, which peaked within the top 40 of the Billboard Hot 100. The following year, he released his debut studio album King of Memphis, which peaked at number 49 on the Billboard 200. His fifth album, Rich Slave, peaked at number 4 on the chart. Young Dolph was killed on November 17, 2021, while he was buying cookies at Makita's Homemade Butter Cookies in Memphis, his favorite local bakery, around 1 p.m. that Wednesday when the attack occurred. Two armed assailants, dressed in sweatshirts and wearing masks, exited a white two-door Mercedes-Benz and fired through the shop's windows at Dolph. He was struck 22 times, with multiple bullets hitting his head, neck, back, torso, and vital organs, resulting in instantaneous death at the scene. Autopsy reports listed 20 entrance wounds and at least 3 exits. Trajectories suggested he was shot both from behind and in the front. Bullets hit his lung, liver, aorta, small intestine, multiple vertebrae, and a head wound confirmed as potentially fatal. In this video I will explain how investigators were able to catch and arrest Young Dolph's killers and bring them to justice. Over the past 2 decades, the South has made major waves, with artists from cities like Atlanta, Houston, Miami, and New Orleans all producing rap legends. But one town that has had as much of an influence as any of those other locales is Memphis, Tennessee, which has surely become a hotbed for top-tier rap talent. 3 6 Mafia, 8 Ball, and MJG and Project Pat, among other standout acts, helped lay the foundation of hip-hop in Bluff City. In recent years, Memphis' brightest rap star has been Yo Gotti, who has emerged as a popular figure in the rap game. In addition to building his popularity, Yo Gotti has also built a small empire for himself with his CMG imprint, which houses fellow Memphis spitters like Snooty Wild and Black Youngsta, among others. However, while Yo Gotti may be the most established artist to emerge in Memphis, he found a bit of competition in the form of Young Dolph, who emerged as a Chicago-born, Memphis-raised rapper who has also been making major noise of his own. Launching Paper Route Empire in 2008, Young Dolph began making waves with his high-class street music mixtape series, leading to collaborative projects with Gucci Mane and Pee Wee Longway. Enjoying a breakout year in 2015, by the end of the year, Dolph, whom Yo Gotti had once attempted to sign to his CMG imprint, was beginning to rival his city's elder statesman in terms of buzz and fanfare, which would ultimately create a rift between the two. In 2014, following the release of his mixtape High Class Street Music 4, American Gangster, Young Dolph would make an appearance on Sway in the Morning to discuss the project. During the interview, Dolph would touch on his decision not to sign a record deal with Yo Gotti, explaining that he would rather see his own investment in himself through than latch onto another artist's movement. Dolph would later point to Yo Gotti taking offense to Dolph's decision as the root of their beef, although Gotti has never confirmed that notion.
You know what I'm saying? You did this all by yourself, or were there other artists that kind of help open the doors for you? Like, I know Gotti's opening the doors for a lot of artists in Memphis, or did you just been navigating your own path?
I've been doing this, man, on my own since day one.
Day one.
You know what I'm saying? Since day one, like everybody, a lot of folks, a lot of people, everybody almost came to me with different situations like, man, let me help you with this and do this and do that. But me in my position, like I got too much of my own money tied in this and too much of my own time in it. Like I got too much invested in it. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, say like Gotti wanted me to do the, like, man, come on, bro, let's do CMG Paper Route. That's cool. I'm knocking for that. If I was him, I would have came to me like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But only thing was going to happen behind it was people like, oh, he popped off because of Gotti. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Which I can't do that because I got too much of my own time and money invested in it.
The friction between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti became apparent on February 11, 2016, when Dolph sent a subliminal shot at his Memphis counterpart. Using Twitter to let his feelings be known, Dolph alleged that Yo Gotti wasn't fond of his growing success, tweeting, "Bra went from being my #1 fan and wanting to sign me to being my biggest hater," in reference to Gotti's failed attempt to ink Dolph to his CMG label. Despite Dolph not mentioning Gotti by name, it was clear who Dolph's words were aimed at and would set off a chain of events that would result in the beef escalating quickly. Young Dolph raised a few eyebrows in February of 2016, when it was announced that he would be naming his debut album, King of Memphis. Fellow Memphis rapper Yo Gotti had repeatedly referred to himself as the King of Memphis, so Dolph's album title seemed like a shot directed at Gotti. Although Gotti would make no public comment on Dolph's decision, those in the Memphis rap scene as well as the rap community as a whole, considered the title a slight towards Gotti, and Dolph's attempt at overtaking the throne. The Young Dolph and Yo Gotti beef began to take a turn for the worse on March 2, 2017, when Gotti CMG artist Black Youngsta posted a now-deleted clip on his own Instagram account disparaging Dolph and calling into question his claim of being King of Memphis. He would also threaten Young Dolph, leaving no question as to the drama between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti being as real as the rumors had suggested. After first levying threats against Young Dolph on behalf of Yo Gotti, Black Youngsta upped the ante by showing up in Young Dolph's stomping grounds in Memphis with a few of his goons. Capturing the scene on video, Black Youngsta and his crew took a stroll through South Memphis' Castalia neighborhood on the hunt for Young Dolph while armed with heavy artillery. Although Black Youngsta and company would not run into Dolph, the clip was enough to know that this particular beef is deeper than rap.
Everybody get kicked out. What Dolph here, man? What Dolph here? What Dolph here? Yeah, man. I don't know. What Dolph I know he in his own hood, man. I know he in his own hood, man. Yeah. He in his own hood. I'm just running through South Memphis with some old. Where we at right now, cuz? We in South Memphis right now, cuz. What Dolph here, cuz? Where he at? Yeah. Where he at? Where he at? Where he at? Yeah.
When Black Youngsta began dissing Young Dolph, many believed that Yo Gotti was responsible for his artist's decision to take the beef into his own hands, but the CMG boss would state otherwise. During an interview with Tim Westwood, Yo Gotti wouldn't address a beef with Young Dolph, but would comment on Black Youngsta's recent antics and threats against Gotti's February 25, 2017. The rap community took a deep breath when it was reported that Young Dolph was the target of a shooting in Charlotte, North Carolina, in which over 100 rounds were fired at his vehicle. Fortunately, Dolph was unscathed due to the SUV he was riding in being bulletproof.
Bro, you see them hop out the motherfucker?
Yeah, they jumped out.
Bro, no, PK, I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I'm standing right here. I see
And they're backing up.
Yeah,
they're backing up.
No, PK, this what happened. I'm standing up there. I seen them pull off right here.
Yeah, pull off right
here. Bro, a truck came from right here, pulled up and slammed on brake. Ain't like a fucking movie, bro.
Yeah, and they started shooting, and they're backing up. They put the car in the truck in reverse.
That's how they start backing up.
Yeah, they're backing up. I saw them.
No. You know what's crazy though? Bro, they hop the top of that bitch with a motherfucker, with a, I don't know, hop the top with it. Yes. But it's a bulletproof vest. It's a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, bulletproof vehicle. Nothing bulletproof. Yeah, truck bulletproof, bro.
But the incident did little to faze the Memphis rapper. He hit the stage at a local venue later that night, where he performed his Yo Gotti diss track, Play with Yo B, a sign that what many deemed as a message in relation to his beef with Yo Gotti was not a deterrent in any fashion.
And I heard motherfuckers looking for me. Hey yo, more money, more motherfucking haters. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all some true shit with this true though. We shit on rapping for fun over here, man. Paper rap business, man. Drop that shit, homie.
September 26, 2017. Months after declaring his beef with Yo Gotti as old news, news broke that young Dolph was the victim of a shooting in Hollywood and rushed to the hospital. While details were scarce, it was reported that Dolph was outside of Shoe Palace, near the intersection of Hollywood and Highland at the time of the shooting. Hours after reports of rapper young Dolph being shot in Hollywood, news broke that Yo Gotti was named as a person of interest by the LAPD. Sources said that Yo Gotti and young Dolph were both staying at the Lowe's Hotel at the time of the shooting, and members of both entourages got into an argument that escalated into a fistfight, which ended in gunfire, leaving Dolph wounded. A day after news broke of young Dolph being shot in Hollywood, LAPD announced that an associate of Yo Gotti was charged with attempted murder in connection to the incident. Corey McClendon, a member of Yo Gotti's entourage, was arrested the day after the shooting and held on $1 million bail. At the time of McClendon's arrest, LAPD were still looking for two other men believed to have been involved in the fight with young Dolph that could possibly be connected to the shooting. After being arrested on suspicion of attempted murder the day prior in connection to the attempt on young Dolph's life, Yo Gotti associate Corey McClendon was released without charges.
Right in front of where that shooting took place, we can't tell you the rapper's real name is Adolph Thornton. He comes out of Memphis. He's been a big star on the rap scene since 2014. He goes by the name of Young Dolph is his rapper name. He is in critical condition according to the LAPD, but not life-threatening injuries. He apparently is either still in surgery or about to get out of surgery after being shot numerous times in the upper body right across the street, and they say it could go connected to a feud that rap groups are having, the feud that goes all the way back to February. And detectives say just before 1 o'clock this afternoon, he was shot. Detectives say 3 men approached him right in front of Lowell's Hollywood Hotel today, where all 4 were guests. There was a fight, young Dolph fell to the ground, and that's when one of the 3 suspects opened fire. No idea what the altercation was about, what the verbal fight was about?
Not at this point. It just sounds like it escalated from a back and forth sort of argument.
The beef would publicly die down, not knowing what was happening behind the scene. Fast forward to November 17th of 2021, young Dolph had returned to Memphis to visit a sick relative and organize a Thanksgiving turkey giveaway. Before everything, Dolph decided to pass by Makeda's homemade butter cookies, a well-known local bakery. While Dolph was inside the bakery, 2 armed assailants, dressed in sweatshirts and wearing masks, exited a white 2-door Mercedes-Benz and fired through the shop's windows at Dolph, killing him on the spot.
The Memphis police chief is asking everyone to stay home tonight after rapper Young Dolph is gunned down and killed at a South Memphis cookie shop.
There will be extra police presence in many parts of the city that might have a connection to the popular rapper to make sure there is no more violence.
Following Dolph's death, Big Jook, the older brother of Yo Gotti, will hop online and diss Dolph, saying since Dolph was no longer here, Paper Route Empire artists were welcome to sign to his brother's record label CMG. Big Jook was the older brother of Yo Gotti. Jook usually took care of business in the streets for Yo Gotti and was always in the background while Yo Gotti was the front man with the fame. But unfortunately, Big Jook will lose his life during a shootout in 2024, in which I will cover later on in this video.
So man, hey y'all, I'm finna start a GoFundMe, man, cause I know a lot of you rap niggas still out here, man. Can't do no shows. Ain't save no money. So guess what? I'm gonna come say today. I'm gonna come pay you niggas rent if y'all got somewhere to stay. I'll pay your car note. I'll pay your jewelry note so you won't get repoed. You feel me? Whatever else you renting or leasing, I'm gonna pay this shit. But when this shit break back over, I want 10%. What you make, nigga? I'm saving you in a crucial time, so don't think I'm trying to get over on you. You know, you don't want to get put out. That'll ruin your career. So just hit my DM, man. You know, we ain't gonna put niggas' business out there. You know, we ain't that tight. You feel me? We can put it in contract. This will never be talked about. You feel me? I'll be so far out the way that won't nobody even know the deal we made. You feel me? So I got up to, I think me and bro gonna put together, up to about an M. So whoever trying to save their career, man, need to shoot some videos while the label budgets is cut off. Labels, they cut out right now. No budgets, no money. We still open. CMG still open. Budgets never closed. You feel me?
Shortly after Dolph was killed, detectives tracked down the getaway car, a white Mercedes-Benz E-Class coupe, in the driveway of a Memphis area home, just 3 miles from the site of the shooting. As it turns out, the same home where the car was found can be seen in the background of Justin Johnson's music video for Going Straight In. The video was released to YouTube 4 days after Dolph's passing. The video was later deleted from YouTube. Justin Johnson, well known as Straight Drop, is a Memphis rapper closely associated with Yo Gotti and Big Jook. A warrant for his arrest was issued with a $15,000 reward for his whereabouts. Johnson was wanted for first-degree murder. In January of 2022, tired of being on the run, Johnson decided to turn himself in. He even let his followers know on a now-deleted Instagram post. "Turning myself in Monday at 2:01, he wrote on an Instagram story post. "I'm innocent. I'll be back sooner than you can blink." But Johnson did not keep his word. He continued to be on the run until he was finally captured. Johnson was captured on Tuesday in Indiana, in which he was supposed to turn himself in on Monday. Another man, Cornelius Smith, was already in custody in Mississippi but was indicted in Shelby County on several charges in this case, including first-degree murder. Another man, identified as Shundale Barnett, who is originally from Memphis but lives in Dallas, faced charges of accessory after the fact for a role in helping Johnson. Barnett was a passenger in the vehicle driven with Johnson when he was captured. The marshals received more than 500 tips after the announcement of a reward for information on Johnson. A tip stated that Johnson was seen traveling on a highway in Brazil, Indiana. Law enforcement officers were contacted, and they pulled over Johnson and took him into custody. Johnson had been on the run for some time and did not stay in one place long.
Tonight, a third arrest in connection to the killing of beloved Memphis rapper Young Dolph.
Shondell Barnett, the man you about to see here, is from Memphis, but he's accused of helping Justin Johnson evade arrest in another state. He's now facing charges of being an accessory after the fact.
All right, on top of that, Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith are charged with first-degree murder and a list of other crimes.
On the 10th of November 2022, almost a year after Young Dolph's passing, a third man was arrested and was facing murder charges in connection to the high-profile murder of Memphis rapper Young Dolph. Hernandez Govan was indicted on charges of first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Govan is the one who solicited the murder, leading Justin Johnson and Cornelia Smith to shoot the Memphis rapper in broad daylight at Makeda's homemade butter cookies on November 17, 2021. Govan is also closely associated with Yo Gotti and Big Jook. Documents reveal a lengthy criminal background for Govan, dating back to the early 1990s. This guy is always caught on the other side of the law. In the month of September of 2024, Cornelia Smith confessed he and a second person shot and killed rapper Young Dolph after Big Jook, the brother of rapper Yo Gotti, put a $100,000 hit on him. Cornelia Smith identified himself and Justin Johnson as the two people seen on a November 17, 2021, surveillance video exiting a white Mercedes outside a Memphis cookie store about 30 seconds after Young Dolph entered the store and then opening fire in broad daylight. Smith was testifying in the first day of Johnson's trial on charges of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and being a felon in possession of a gun.
First guy out of the car, who's that?
It's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stairs.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
No.
Okay. You can proceed, Irish. Alright, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
Just.
Alright, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
Just.
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
Yeah, bad baseball, hey, bad pro baseball.
Deputy District Attorney in opening statements said Young Dolph, whose real name was Adolph Thornton Jr., was determined to make it on his own as an artist, and also with his own label, Paper Route Empire. Trying to make it on your own can create enemies. He noted that Yo Gotti founded rival record label Cocaine Music Group, now known as Collective Music Group, and wanted Young Dolph to work for them, but he turned them down. Young Dolph later wrote diss tracks directed at the label, its artists, and its number two person, Big Jook. Big Jook, whose real name was Anthony Mims, was shot and killed outside a restaurant in January 2024. It was Saturday, January 13, 2024, around 4:15 p.m., Big Jook was attending a funeral repast at Perignon's Restaurant and Event Center on Winchester Road in East Memphis. While outside the venue, he and another man were ambushed and shot. Both sustained multiple gunshot wounds. Big Jook was rushed to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The other man survived in critical condition. Witnesses reported that assailants fled in a white Ford Explorer with black wheels, dark tinted windows, and no visible license plate. Police released photos of the vehicle in hopes of identifying suspects. Okay, then back to Smith. During his court appearance, Smith, who said he was shot in the arm and the leg by Young Dolph's brother, Marcus Thornton, as he fled the cookie store shooting, testified that he received only $800 prior to his arrest. He said his attorney was later paid another $50,000 by Big Jook. Asked how he felt after shooting Young Dolph, Smith said, "I wasn't feeling nothing at the time. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get some money." Smith testified that his young son had died a few months before and he had started popping pills and not caring about nothing. His conscience started bothering him only later after he sobered up in jail.
You're fired of this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I won't feel nothing at the time. I ain't gonna even let it. I won't feel nothing at the time. I was just, trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money?
Jermarcus Johnson pleaded guilty in June 2023 to 3 counts of serving as an accessory after the killing by helping Smith and Justin Johnson, his half-brother. Jermarcus Johnson acknowledged helping the 2 shooting suspects communicate by cell phone while they were on the run from authorities and helping one of them communicate with his probation officer. On September 26, 2024, Justin Johnson was found guilty on all counts and was sentenced to life in prison for the murder charge. In October, the judge added 35 additional years to his sentence.
Ready, Your Honor?
Yes.
Jury is now entering into the courtroom.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
Four person. If you would stand and read your verdict, please.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged in count 1 of the indictment. We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree murder as charged in count 2 of the indictment. And we, the jury, find the defendant guilty of convicted felon in possession of a firearm as charged in count 3 of the indictment.
Thank you. Juror number 1, is that your verdict? Juror number 34, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 35, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is that your verdict? Yes. Juror number 14, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 17, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 27, is that your verdict?
It is, Your Honor.
Juror number 33, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 25, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 44, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 23, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror number 28, is that your verdict?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Despite admitting in testimony that he killed Dolph, Smith still faces trial. On October 9, 2024, Govan's trial date was set for March 10, 2025, but was pushed back to July 28 after scheduling conflicts. The judge further scheduled it to the 18th of August 2025. Shelby County Judge sentenced Jermarcus Johnson to a 6-year diversionary program where he will undergo job training, submit to drug testing, refrain from possessing a gun, and serve 20 hours of community service per year. His record could be cleared if he successfully completes the program. Shundale Barnett was not charged in the killing of young Dolph. We are currently awaiting the verdict on Smith and Govan's sentences. Will Govan be cleared of all accusations or receive the maximum punishment for taking money from Big Jook and organizing the hit? Will Smith's sentence be reduced for testifying that he was involved in Dolph's shooting? Another chapter in the streets, another name in the headlines. Stay locked in as we bring you the real stories behind the bars and the beefs. Like, comment, and subscribe. We break it down so you don't have to dig it up. Until next time, stay safe and stay tuned.